Today I thought that let me do something which was related to my SP. Not any affirmations, not any rampages, something wherein I can just discuss about my SP and maybe share things in general which can help other people, or how, if you're dealing with any challenges, how you can deal with those things, and how to be more in the visual alignment state, because that's very important. Like, even if you have your own mood swings, even if you have your own things which you are dealing in your life, if you come back to this one thing, that everything is going to be fine, everything is working out in my favor, and everything is aligned to what I want, and everything is happening through me and not happening to me. So then I think a lot of it gets solved because of the attitude we carry. Okay, and since we are humans, we might deal with our own stuffs, we might deal with a lot of ups and downs, but that doesn't mean that you can't get what you want. Okay, so I wrote down few of the questions which uh, I feel like people have asked me, those who came across manifestation, or those who are in the journey, because like I had few of my old clients who asked me certain questions, so I wrote it down and I thought to address it here. So okay, so I feel like one thing which I feel is one thing is when you uh, when you feel like you've done affirmations and stuffs like that, and you feel like your nervous system is in here and there, sometimes it might happen. So what do you do at that point of time? So basically, any activity which makes you feel good. So it can be about reading a book on manifestation, maybe going through, like yesterday I was not in a very good state. Like, there was a lot of things which were happening in office, and a lot of triggering things which has happened in the past, or maybe something, I was remembering a bad memory of SP and me. So all of this has already happened. So how do I make myself feel better about it? So what I do is I usually talk about my SP in my channel, or maybe I would write some things about him in my diary or to him. Or sometimes what happens is that I can read a manifestation book or a law of assumption book to remind myself that I'm always in control of my reality. Or I will talk to a manifestation coach about it, or I will listen to a song which makes me feel more aligned in the visual state, or I would see a video which would make me aligned, uh, to feel more in the visual state where him and me are already together, and it's already happening now. Now, some of the questions I thought that I can address it in this way is like, uh, ask yourself these questions. Like, if you were with your SP right now in silence, how would your body feel? So for me, it would feel very, very peaceful. Like, I feel like hugging him is one of the most beautiful things I can do, which can calm both him and me down. And I feel like when my head is on his chest or on his shoulders, or I'm just hugging him and his chest is touched on my chest, that's what I feel like. It feels like I can hear his heartbeat, I can hear him, I can hear all the depth and emotions of him. That's when I feel very, very safe, and that's what I want always. So when I close my eyes, I try to imagine those things about him. Okay, so the second question I got asked was, if he left you a voice note after a long day, what would it sound like, and what words would make your heart melt easily? So, if he is leaving a voice note, I want to know everything about him. Maybe the day he spent in his office, how he felt when somebody said something, or maybe the type of deliciousness he gets when he orders his favorite food, or maybe something, anything which is like, I just want to hear his voice. I just want to know what excites him. I just want to know what, not just what excites him, what makes him feel sad or upset. That also I want to know. It's not like I want only the positive parts of him, and I do not want to see the negative parts of him. So I want to know everything about him. So okay, third question was, if we were watching you sleep, what do you think he'd be thinking about in that quiet moment? I think he would just hug me, he would just kiss me, and or maybe he would just hug me tight and cuddle me and put me back to sleep. Like, there's a video in my channel which is exactly simplifying this particular feeling. So there's this guy who puts like, her girl is sleeping, his girl is sleeping, sorry, his girl or his wife is sleeping, and he just he he unfolds her dress a little bit up, and then he is just touching her back, back as in like only the your back part, not the ass part, but the back part. Okay, and then he's kissing his back, her back, and she's just feeling sleeping peacefully. So I want that kind of feeling with my SP. So I mean, I already have it. So when we are face to face or when we are side by side, like I remember like the night I was sleeping beside him, I felt so peaceful. I felt like I used to imagine these things and it's happening right now. Okay, so those are the things. Now, what are the three things he would do every day to make me feel completely safe and adored in his presence? One thing is that he sees the future with me. He is always communicating his feelings to me. First thing, I want that. Second thing I want is I want him to always reassure me the way I reassure him. The third thing is like whenever something happens, I want him to cuddle me or kiss me or make love to me or something like that, or maybe just reassure me that I'm always here for you. You don't have to worry about anything. We'll do it together. I want such things from him. Okay. Fifth question: when he says you're mine, what emotions rise in your heart? What do you feel in your body? Okay, I feel like this has already happened. He has said it's you're mine, like sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. What emotions rise in my heart? I feel like I'm the luckiest girl on this earth to have him as my boyfriend or my husband, because I feel like, and the feeling I get when I so in Hinduism, like we have certain rituals before when you get married. So somebody will put some vermilion in your forehead, or put a like a necklace kind of thing uh, in your neck. So when I imagine myself, my SP doing this, I feel like, oh my god, that's so cute. I feel this way. So yeah, so those are the emotions which rise in my heart when I see him telling me that you're mine, or something related to our union. And not just that, there's also one more thing. I feel like sometimes when we used to talk, he has already said these things. I feel turned on. I don't know, like whenever he says that you're mine, I feel turned on by it. So yeah. Okay, now the sixth question is, he texts you a random I love you in the middle of the day. What is the exact message? How do you react? I would just keep smiling, 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 and my colleagues would come to know that, it's my husband messaging me, or my, husband or my SP messaging me. So, like that. Okay. Seventh question: you're feeling asleep with his arm around you. What does he say as you drift off? What is the last thing you whisper back? Okay, so when he goes to sleep, or when I go to sleep, I would like this customary thing of saying of, especially when you mean it or not. I mean, I do want him to say I love you always, but especially when he means, or when I need it the most, I want him to say I love you, and I want to tell him the same thing too. So those are the things I want to hear. Or maybe, like, suppose if you're going through things, I want him to tell me that everything will be all right and he's there with me. I want those kinds of things. I want that emotional security from him, and I am ready to give him, like I was ready to give him the first day itself. So yeah, I want that. Emotional security is very, very important to me. Imagine you're in a wedding outfit and he's seeing you for the first time. What do you see in his eyes? I see tears in his eyes that he gets to spend the rest of his life with me, his best friend, his love, and because it was his wish also, that not just wish, it was an affirmation, to be honest, like which he did not consciously know. It was acting as an affirmation, but he told me that he wants me to be his last. So I would want the same for us, and I do want, and I guess that is the reason I started manifesting him, like it's like he was wishing me for a long time, and I also wanted him as mine. So it kind of the universe has its ways of uniting two people together. So that's all about the questions, and I hope you like it. And I'll do these kinds of question and answers in between sometimes, like whenever I get questions, or maybe just something like I can write up questions on my own, and I can answer you guys, so that it can help others and it can help me feel good too. Okay, thank you.